So with news of Arne Slot being set to join Liverpool, I thought now would be a good time to see just what his system could look like with this Liverpool team on FC24. Hello my friend, thank you very much for joining me in another FC24 tactics video today. I'm Ash as always, and this video today we've got the complete tactical setup in FC24 for what I think he could look like. Translating his system of Feyenoord that he's utilised over the past few years and adapting it and tweaking it slightly to really fit this Liverpool system. We'll go through the position changes, the tactical instructions and the player instructions as well. If you disagree with my assessment of what Arne Slot's Liverpool system could look like, then let me know down in the comment section down below, but please do be civil about it. Don't be like this guy and just start calling me a fraud. At least be kind and then I can reply to you and we can start a dialogue about that. So with that being said, let's roll into it. First things first, then we've got the kind of 4-3-3 system that is generally utilised at Feyenoord before anyone comes in and starts saying 4-2-3-1, etc, etc. Like, what's the difference? There isn't really, particularly when we talk about the roles within this midfield and how they're going to be versatile and contribute to more phases of play. In terms of those position changes, first things first, the fullbacks, we have moved up to wing-back, both Robertson and Alexander-Arnold. We could see Alexander-Arnold continue to stick with this more inverted role that he has kind of mixed between this season. However, I think, judging by the player instructions, which we'll talk about a little bit later, we'll get a little bit of both. We've got the one defensive midfielder here in McAllister, Gravenberch, who I think Arne Slot is going to really like and really warm to. He's in right central midfield, and then we've got Szoboszlai at cam in this case, pushing him up to contribute to that attacking phase of play more. And then the wingers in this case, we've got Jota and Salah. We've actually moved them inside. You'll notice at Feyenoord, the wingers generally stick a bit closer to the striker. They are more centrally in those attacking situations. And so I think that's something that's going to suit these Liverpool wingers as well. We've got Cody Gakpo at front, another one who I think he's really going to warm to. Not just because of the shared nationality, of course, but also he's a player that he knows very well. He's seen him in the league for many years. And I think he's going to really like the traits that he does bring to this team and the variety that he can bring to that centre-forward role as well. So what do we have from a tactical perspective then? Well, let's take a look at the tactical instructions here. But first, before we do that, I quickly want to say, if you want access to exclusive tactics videos, you want access to the FC24 tactics package, behind the scenes videos of my scouting career, a day in the life of a real football scout, Discord server access, and a whole lot more, check out my Patreon, the best way to support the channel. They are who are keeping the channel going. Without them, I wouldn't have kept going with this YouTube channel. So I want to say a huge thank you to them. And it is the best way to support the channel, as I say, and get access to lots of fantastic perks. Exclusive tactics videos, Stuttgart, Southampton, Leeds, Leicester, whoever you want really. We have it all on there. So in terms of the tactical instructions then, we've got defensive style on constant pressure, a pretty relentless system they have at Feyenoord. This suits the Liverpool team really well, something that we've seen over the years of the Klopp era as well, and I think it's going to play nicely into this defensive style. Now, you can change this to pressure on heavy touch if you want to, because we are going to couple this with forward runs as well. However, I do think you get the best out of this system when it is on constant pressure. But again, if you want to try and save your stamina a little bit, conserve energy levels a little bit more, pressure on heavy touch might work as well. Team width is going to be on 20 and then the depth is on 80, giving you that nice high block that they've always employed at Liverpool, and it's something that he's done at Feyenoord as well. Build-up play is going to be on slow build-up, but we have an emphasis on forward runs as well, because they're very good not only at building through the thirds, but at hitting teams in the attacking transitions at pace, dangerous counter-attacks. And I think this is something, again, it translates perfectly well to this Liverpool side. They can do both. They can build it through the thirds, they can play those short, quick interchanges to work their way out the field, but also they can hit teams at pace in those transitional phases that we've spoken about. So forward runs and slow build-up is going to get a nice balance between that. The width is on 40, a more balanced approach, a more balanced shape with regards to that width. And then the players in the box is going to be on 7, giving you roughly 4 players in the box for crossing situations. Finally, the set pieces, both of these are on 4. Now let's talk about the player instructions then, shall we? Starting off with the goalkeeper, Alisson. He's on comes to crosses and sweeper keeper. Don't really need to say too much more there. We know his kind of role. Van Dijk and Konate, in this case, we're going to keep them as they are, so we're not going to change anything. With Robertson as that overlapping fullback, he's going to be on join the attack for the attacking runs, and then his run type is going to be on overlap. Now, with Alexander-Arnold, slightly different. He's still going to be on join the attack, but as we alluded to earlier, he might still become a hybrid between that inverted fullback sometimes, or more of that overlapping attacking fullback. So in this case, his run type is going to be on mixed attack. McAllister, who we've got as the defensive midfielder, he's on cut passing lanes to complement that kind of zonal orientated press, and then the stay back whilst attacking for his attacking support. His defensive position is cover centre. Positioning freedom is going to be deep line playmaker, and that's really going to help you progress from the defensive line. Gravenberg in central midfield, he's on stay back whilst attacking, but his support and crosses is getting to the box. He is going to be more of that box to box midfielder that they have utilised at Feyenoord, and it's something they haven't utilised as much during the Klopp era at Liverpool. But I think Gravenberch can do this very, very well. His position freedom is going to be on drift wide as he looks to support the likes of Alexander-Arnold or Salah in these wide areas. And his defensive position is going to be on cover centre. Now, Szoboszlai over on the left side in central attacking midfield, he's going to be on comeback on defence. And his support on crosses is getting to the box of the cross. Positioning freedom is stick to position. So what about the wingers then? Well, as I've already said a couple of times in this video, this system really translates just almost perfectly to this Liverpool team, and the wingers are a perfect epitome of that. With Jota in this case, we've got him on comeback on defence to get him tracking back. His chance creation is cut inside, as we spoke about. They like to get their wingers closer to the striker, another goal threat, another numerical advantage in those central areas. And his support runs is going to be on getting behind as he looks to penetrate the back line. Support on crosses is getting to the box of the cross. And this is going to be the same with Salah over on the other side as well. And like I say, just perfectly suited to these Liverpool wingers, whether it's Salah, whether it's Jota, whether it's Diaz. They can do this role and do it very well. With Cody Gakpo in the centre forward position, we've got his support runs on drift wide, not obviously coming out into the very wide areas, but he will stretch out into the half channels. And that's very, very important as he tries to mix up his run and drag defenders out or get himself free from the man marker. Attacking runs is going to be on mixed attack. They like their striker not only to run him behind, but he also likes him to sometimes show for the ball, and they want to play off him. They want to get the wingers running in around him. The attacking midfielder doing the same thing, and that's what we're looking for here. Finally, his defensive support is going to be on stay forward. And so with that being said, we are ready to finish the video off there. If you found it helpful, you've enjoyed it, you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell to get notifications every time I upload, and obviously don't forget to check out my Patreon as well, as it is the best way to support the channel, and there are lots of fantastic perks on there. With that being said, my friend, I'm going to finish it off there, so thank you so much for watching, and until the next time, I will see you soon.